Yo, 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 yo. What's
What's
going
good?
on? What's going
I
on?
Huh,
What it
really
do,
huh.
y'all?
be I really be over here like in my own little world. Like I'm looking get
Yes,
I'm
my
walking
groove
around,
on
absolutely.
baby.
before you tap the button, Brittany.
Right, right, right.
Hi. I was with
Hi.
I was
Well,
with Bucky
hello,
earlier,
another wonderful Thursday. Thursday.
and
Happy Thursday.
now we're here with you guys. I hope
Yes.
people are going to tune in. I left that little message earlier for people to
Okay,
come and find us.
Well,
You
if they
know,
know
good.
what's good for them, if they know what's good,
it's not hard to find us.
hey,
No,
Okay,
it's not. No, it's
it is
not.
not.
But
just
you know
look up
what?
to heaven and
It's
say, Lord, guide me to where I'm supposed to be. He gonna guide you right to the monologue room.
yes, yes. Lord guide me. That is definitely a gospel song. I'm going to listen to at some point this evening.
Okay, thank you, Lord. Okay.
Okay.
Amen. Amen.
Listen, so while we are, sending out good vibes, good energy to those who are in need of some entertainment or, just some distraction for today,
Yes.
let's go ahead and get into it.
Yeah, let's
Um,
get into it.
it's Thursday night, y'all. I am happy to
Thursday.
see you all. We
Happy
are
to be
here.
here.
It,
Yes,
it
yes,
is always a pleasure
Yes,
to
it
be
absolutely.
is.
seen and not viewed, especially with you guys.
Yes, it is.
yes, I love that. I love that.
Me too.
I'm feeling it right now. Listen,
Yes.
I want to say thank you both for joining me once again for a night of the Monologue Room live video podcast.
Live,
I
baby.
am so happy to see both of you. It has been a long, short week. When I say long, short, I
Yes.
mean it's been jam packed.
And
It
but
is only
Yes.
moving quick.
Thursday. We have another day to go. Oh, goodness. We have another
Jam
day to
packed.
go.
Jam packed,
But
but very fast.
Very
yes, but
fast.
very fast.
Flying
This
by the
Yeah.
pack.
this daylight savings, I think you mentioned it earlier, Marina, is doing something to me. I don't
It
know.
is.
How
It's
y'all
really
feel about
doing
this
something to
daylight
me.
savings thing?
Me,
It's really doing
me no
something to
like,
me.
me no like. I wish as
And
let's pass a
normally,
law that time
l-
just stands still. We ain't changing times no more.
look, normally me and my dad, we like to love this time of the year because the
Mhm.
days are longer, right? And
Mhm.
so, but this year, for some reason, it's just like I'm trying to get my day started, and I look up, it's 12 noon. I'm like,
Yeah,
wait, what was I doing?
Child, I
that's
have
right.
It's
no idea.
crazy. So yes, it's going by so fast, and I just can't take it.
We're almost in the middle of no, we are in the middle of March.
Yeah,
What?
Summer
March
is
15th.
here.
Summer is doggone
I,
here.
I'm
Spring
still
break.
trying to.
Wait, hold on. We got to hit spring break. You know what? We ain't in school no more, so we don't really pay
Yeah, we
attention to
don't
this.
we don't get the updates.
Is it spring break already?
It's spring break already, girl.
Yeah,
Ain't
When
that
does spring
wild?
break start and end?
Like
Do
like
we
Bucky
know?
just said, we
like
we not in school no more, so I have no
Oh,
idea.
I don't know.
okay. Well,
The
Really don't know.
congratulations to all the kids that are out of school and doing
students,
spring break.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, shout out to y'all.
Behave.
Yeah,
Don't go to Miami and tear that place up again. Okay,
stay
I
at
want you to
home
sit down somewhere.
and don't
Sit
I
come
want
to
you
down.
to.
Inglewood. Stay home.
I
Well,
want
Auntie,
you.
you
look,
know what?
Auntie Brittany, Auntie Marina, and Uncle Sam, the good one,
I want you to
said
Sing,
sit
sat
down
down
sing.
somewhere
somewhere.
and behave.
Let me
Go
tell
tell
y'all
your
about.
own. Go tell your own house up. Okay.
Hey,
Go
Okay,
let
tear
me
that
tell
place
okay,
up.
y'all
for
what's going
sure.
on across the street from me though. It's rolling
Mm.
out, rolling loud, whatever you call it.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's right. You're across the
And I
street.
tell y'all it's loud. I need to do a little disclaimer real quick.
Okay.
So if y'all hear some music in the background, just know I live right across the street from SoFi Stadium, and Rolling Loud is loud. So you may hear Kanye in a couple of minutes. I don't know. People are going.
The title is not a misnomer.
So
It's
what?
very accurate.
It's
That's funny.
accurate.
It's
It's
very
accurate.
accurate. Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Listen,
Acura. You remember the cars
It's
I
Acura?
accurate.
It's Acura.
I want to apologize on the behalf of that stadium and just the foolishness that does partake over there.
Whew.
Yes, because you're
It's a
very
lot.
familiar.
I'm
Yes.
very familiar, so
They
I
did sound
apologize.
check,
I
y'all. When I say it
apologize.
sounded like somebody was in my front lawn, front lawn blasting music. I had to get up and say, "Who is this in front of my house playing
Really?
Oh
music?" And
no.
I walked
That's
Oh
outside.
okay.
no.
That's all right. You let them be loud over there because I'm coming over there on
Hmm.
Sunday so I can sell these charcuterie boxes to these people going to Rolling Out Loud.
That's right. Come on,
Okay.
let's go. I'm gonna
Okay.
be right with you too.
Prime
Making this,
opportunity.
making this
Hmm.
money. Okay.
Okay. Listen up, listen up. I am I am sorry for that. I apologize once again. We gonna make it through tonight,
Yes, we
even with
are.
the noise. We just gonna make it's gonna be our background music,
We're gonna
okay?
make
Yeah.
it
You
do what
know,
it do, baby.
unpaid for background music. It's not our fault if our speakers pick it up, or excuse me, our microphones pick it up. It's not our
That's
fault.
it.
So
That's
let's
it.
go ahead and get into it tonight, y'all.
Yep, let's do it.
We have our second episode. Welcome, 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 ladies and gentlemen, to
Yes.
the live video podcast of the Monologue Room LA. We
Okay.
are here with you tonight. We're bringing you episode two.
Episode
Episode
two.
two.
Season
Here we are. It is I See Your Vision with special guest Diego Madrigal. We have a wonderful show set up for you
Hey,
tonight.
Diego.
Um, we had a awesome Marina
We
and I had
did.
an awesome
We
interview with
did.
Diego a couple
We
days
did.
ago, and
Bucket, we
I
missed
can't wait for
you.
you. Yeah,
I
we missed
know
you, Bucket.
this
We
works.
missed
We missed you.
One day I'm gonna be a millionaire, and I'm just be able to just
Hmm.
do what I want to do. So
We all,
Listen,
hey,
we all are.
all
yeah,
of us.
keep praying.
What did you say earlier?
Hey,
In Jesus' name.
in
In
Jesus'
Jesus' name.
Amen.
name.
I agree. I
Thank
touch
you.
Okay.
and agree.
Okay.
But we did have a good. Go ahead, Bert. We had a good interview with Diego. We really
Yes. Yes,
did.
we did. Yes, we did, and I can't wait to share that interview with you all. It's pre-recorded, of course, because we can't do simultaneous things and all kinds of stuff. We are taking advantage of technology,
Yes,
so we have a
Listen,
pre-recorded interview. Yes,
listen, and life happens, right? Everybody can't be
yes,
here on a Thursday night, and we have to make it do what it do with our guests because
that's
hmm
right.
we love our guests. We have an amazing lineup for you, and we started off with Diego, and we have so much love for Diego, and we made it work, and we made it work with our schedules and his schedule, and so that's just life, you know.
yeah,
We're making it do what it do for the
absolutely.
monologue room. Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. So stay tuned for that. Diego Madrigal, a freelance director of photography, but we're going to get into tonight. At this moment, I want to go ahead and introduce us for those of you who are tuning in who are new to our show. We're going to introduce our hosts. So,
Hey.
without further ado, I want to introduce the beautiful lady to my right, your my
Hi.
digital
Ooh, that's
right,
boss
your
lady,
left,
baby.
Miss Boss
Boss lady.
Lady, Miss Marina
Hello.
Monet, Miss
Hi.
Marina Monet. And
Hey.
beneath both of us, down front and center, we have Mr. Sam Peoples, the gentleman of the show, the man who keeps us safe in these digital streets.
That's
All day,
right.
every day killer.
All day,
Yes,
every day
yes,
killer.
yes. So with that, let's go ahead and get the show started, get this ball rolling. We're going to hop right into it
Yes.
with our current industry news at the
Yep. There we
top
go.
of this segment. But of course, as always, we are going to start off with our topic of the month. We are on the 14th day of this month,
Ooh,
which is the month of March, which we are
flying.
celebrating Women's History
Women's.
Month. Whoop, 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 whoop. Give it up for
I'm
the
a woman.
ladies. Ladies
Hey.
out
I
here
wouldn't be
making
here without a
history.
woman, so I
Hey,
love all the women's.
yes,
That's
all
right.
the women's.
All of,
I love it. I absolutely love it. So I have some info set up for you all tonight. Some special stuff. I thought would be interesting for us to share and kind of debrief about and talk about and see how you feel about. First thing up for tonight is our historical. Woman of the Hour in terms of film and television. We have Alice Guy Blaché. She
Blasé.
is Blaché. You have to say it with the accent
Blasé.
grave.
now, what was
Yeah.
I
Blaché.
going to say, Blanche?
Because that's what it's how it's spelled. That's just how it looks. You are not alone. But we
Right.
have Alice Guy Blaché.
Yes.
She is um, recognized as the first and possibly the only in the world at the time
Wow.
female filmmaker. So it
Okay.
says Alice Ida Antoinette Guy Blaché was a French pioneer film director. Director. Get that together.
Yes.
She was one of the first filmmakers to make a narrative fiction film, as well as the first woman to direct a film. From 1896 to 1906, she was probably
Wow.
the only female
Oh,
filmmaker in the
Wow.
world.
Wow.
In the
Kudos to
world.
her.
That's
Kudos.
incredible. So, I thought this was really cool. Have never heard of her, never seen her picture. Um,
It's
she's
a
got
beautiful picture.
right, yeah, she's got some films online.
I'm gonna check her out.
Of course, you can look her up and find out more about her, find out more about her filmography. But this lady is really, really cool. She's actually noted to have uh, kind of not create, I guess created. Yeah, I would say created close ups, like
Okay.
as a part of filmmaking. A lot of
Hmm.
the films in earlier times were shot wide. Everything was shot wide because you couldn't, I guess, create a story. This is just me speculating, but
Right.
most filmmakers of the time would consider having a wide shot so you can capture everything to tell the story. Well,
Right.
she pioneered utilizing a different version of a shot, which would be a close up to still tell a story.
So
So I thought that
sure.
was pretty
Interesting.
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's interesting. I've
I
never
think that's
heard
pretty
of
cool.
her.
Me either.
I've
Never,
never heard of
right?
her. Yeah.
So, um,
It's good to learn
I
something new.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly, exactly. So with that, really quickly, I wanted to show a really short clip. This is from her film L'Affaire au Chaud, which
Okay.
is, I believe,
Lafayette
in
or Stro-
English is
Mm-hmm.
field of cherubs or field of babies or something to that effect. So as you can see, she's in a field, she's outside. Um, and it's very short. And one of the things I thought was really interesting in terms of the information about it is this is not her original film. This is a duplicate. Like this is a remake, not a duplicate, a remake. So the way films worked back in the day, when you would play them, you couldn't, it wasn't like a DVD, right? You could replay a
Mm.
DVD over and over and over again. So
Oh wow.
films were printed on film, and you'd had to crank them through a
Right.
projection
Oh,
system.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And I can't tell you the actual technique at the time. I mean, I don't remember. I don't know it uh, from a technical perspective, but
Yeah.
Okay.
something about the process would denigrate and damage the film.
The
So over
film.
time,
Mm.
you would lose its ability to be projected. And so a lot of films from the early 1900s, late 1800s were lost to this process of
Oh
projection.
wow.
Mhm.
So she actually had to remake this film. I think it said maybe once or twice. So
Ooh.
let's go ahead and take a look, and I want to ask your opinion because this, in my opinion, this video, this clip is wild,
Okay. Let's see.
but it's very interesting. So let's take a look. Oh, the cabbage fairy, the cabbage fairy.
Oh, cabbage. I was just gonna say, look, just like a lot of cabbage.
Is that a baby?
Yes, it is.
Is that where the Cabbage Patch came from?
Possibly.
He actually looked like a cabbage patch, so is it me or is that waist snatched?
So that is Alice's film. I have
Listen.
to ask you, what do you think?
So,
What was
so
Alice
I,
doing?
so I have, so se-
Yeah, come on.
wait, so she had to make that twice.
She had to make that twice.
Huh,
And
okay.
we will never know what the first version looked like, but that was wild.
What
Okay.
was she doing with the babies?
And where was the baby
Girl,
inside the cabbage?
I don't know.
So is
But
that
see,
where Cabbage Patch Dog came
Listen,
from? Who just said
listen.
that?
I want to
No,
preface all
I'm
of
not
my
gonna. We're
follow
not
up.
doing no shade. We're not. We
Yeah.
just trying to understand the
Yeah,
context of it.
listen.
Yeah, yeah.
I just want to preface all of this, all of our conversation about this with I have no idea and she's
Allegedly.
French. Allegedly, and she's French. We're going to leave it at that. That'll be my answer.
I'm just
Whatever
trying to
question
figure
you
out if
have.
this is where the Cabbage Patch Dolls came from.
That's a
Yeah,
good
like,
that is a
and
good
where was the baby
observation and
kid?
great question.
And who baby she grabbed with one
Whose
arm?
babies are those?
Who
I
Like,
have so many
casted
questions.
this film? Who cast?
I have so many questions. But it's cool
what
though.
was the
It's still at
budget?
the
Okay.
what was the budget? That's why I love y'all.
Like,
There's
Oh
so
my
much
god!
going
I
on.
have
There's
so
excuse
many
me.
so
questions.
much
I
and
know
so
we got to
little
move on,
happening all at
but can we
once.
watch that just one more time?
You
No,
want to watch it again? I'll send it. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to
no.
you. Ah, I love
Oh
it.
my
I
god!
needed that.
And I was a little bit confused because I don't know if it was trying to be enticing in a way, but she
Right.
had the babies. So
I don't know.
okay, but anyway, okay, okay.
And I
Thank
tell
you
you
for
one
showing.
thing, that
Well,
that waist was snatched, baby.
her
Yeah, it
waist was
was.
snatched.
It was
Yes,
That
it
like that.
corset,
was.
that corset was on there, baby. Okay,
Yes.
it was
That's
like,
why I
Yes.
was surprised she
Yes.
was moving around like that. Her ribs are just
but that's what they used to do back in the day.
Yeah.
That's what they used to do
Yeah.
back in the day after being pregnant. That's how they would get. That's why waist training is like very popular. But
Oh.
that's what they used to use. They used to use corsets back in like in 1800s to snatch their waist back, like
Okay.
right
So
after pregnancy.
waist trainers isn't new. Got it.
No,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
okay.
I
yes,
learning some all kinds of different things this Women's History Month. Let's do
yes.
it. All right,
Yeah.
let's
I
get
am.
into
Yes.
our current industry news. Let's hop right back in. I wanted to talk about these two ladies.
Come on.
Oh my goodness.
Come
Come
on.
on. Yes.
Make books,
Yes.
baby.
Listen. So I snatched this picture because it says divine timing and Brooks is booked. The only Oscar
Okay.
nominated black women. I said, okay.
But you let,
I'm okay with that. I'm here for it.
yeah, yeah. Go ahead, because I'm gonna make a comment because
Absolutely.
I
So
yeah. Go ahead.
I just wanted to highlight and her whole name. I love her whole name. Divine Joy Randolph.
That
Mm.
is amazing.
That is a beautiful name. Um she has just taken over for this year,
She,
in my
she
opinion.
has.
And flowers where flowers are due. I've been
Mm,
seeing her face. I will be honest with you, I haven't seen her work
me either.
except for snippets here and there. But what I have seen, I am very impressed and I am looking to sit down and watch her work. And I just want
Yeah.
to ask you both, do you have any insight into her career as an actor? And then I'm going to follow up with the next little tidbit.
No, I do not. Um, when I saw the snippet of the Oscars, because I did not watch it in its entirety,
Mhm.
when I seen a snippet of her giving a speech, it really
Mhm.
threw me
Mhm. Mhm.
for a loop.
Okay.
Um, I I heard of the holdover, but the holdovers, I mean, yeah, the holdovers. If that's how
Right.
you saying it.
Yes.
I've heard of it, but I did not see it, and I really love the other actor in the movie, Paul Giamatti.
Giamatti. Mhm.
Yeah, I love him. I love him in other movies and shows that I've watched him
Mhm.
in.
Mhm.
But I don't know her personally from anything. And she said that she was a singer. But
Yes.
back to my feeling of
Not
seeing
just
her
a singer, she's an opera singer.
opera
Oh, she's
singer.
an
So
opera
is
singer.
this
Yes.
the young lady that walked up to what's his name? The rapper that raps really fast? Big guy.
Oh,
Anywho,
not sure.
I Busta Rhymes. Anyway,
Oh, okay.
there's an opera singer that walks up to Busta Rhymes and sings happy birthday to him.
Is that her? No,
I
that
don't
can't be
know.
her.
I
I
don't
have to
know.
look her up.
I don't know,
I've
but
seen that video, but the woman's face is not registering to me.
no, it's not. I
Okay.
do know that she was African American
Mhm.
lady and plus size.
Mhm. She
So
was, yes.
yeah, and they sort of resemble each other. If not, my bad. But going
Mhm.
back to my feelings towards this, I was extremely excited for her.
Mhm.
Having heard
Mhm.
her, having seen her, but I was like over the moon, happy in tears.
Hmm.
And then I listened to her speech the other night
Mhm.
about how her mom told her to go across the street to that theater program because something was there for her. And
Mhm.
I loved it to see a black woman plus size, all those things
Mhm.
that Hollywood deemed to be like negative
That's right.
when it
Yes.
comes down to
Yes.
actresses and actors of
Talk about
African
it.
descent.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um, I
Yes.
found it to be very, very beautiful. Like, and this just
Mhm.
her essence and just her presence is just like, whoa, she
Mm.
is like a
Mm.
force.
So
Although she
she's
was
an opera
Mhm.
very,
singer.
yeah, although she was very calm in her demeanor, and
Mhm.
but she's a force and I can tell, and I just
Yes.
love it. I'm like a little girl watching the Oscars yet again and rooting
Mhm.
for the people that I adore, and I
Mhm.
just seen her that one time. And so
Yes.
Okay.
kudos to Divine Joy
I
Randolph.
love
Yeah.
the name Divine.
Yes.
Yes. Isn't it beautiful? Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
Yes.
I
Kudos.
have to say that, when you see women who look like
Hmm.
you get excited.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about like a spectrum, right?
Yeah.
For for a lot of us, we have to more or less take what we're given.
Correct.
And over the my life as a consumer, and I use that term all the time,
Yeah, you do.
of media,
Yeah.
I don't say that in a begrudging or disrespectful or ungrateful way.
Yeah.
But I have had to take who I was given. And that could have been Halle Berry, that could have been Stacey Dash, that could have
Yeah.
been Gabrielle Union. But now we're in a stage or a place in the industry where we're starting to see a fuller, and I use that in a very punny kind of way, a
Mhm.
fuller variety of what represents black women. And I'm
Yes.
so excited.
I'm happy
I'm
about it.
so very excited.
And
Is
and
this
it,
picture from the actual Oscars or is this just
This is from, I think this is the SAG Awards.
because I'm trying to remember. I was watching an
Mhm.
actual I was watching something, I think it was like on Facebook or something like that, where someone
mhm.
was talking to someone who I'm thinking looked like her, may have been her, and she started
She
to
Mhm.
was in
cry.
ice blue. She was
Yeah,
like in
Ice
an
Blue.
ice blue
And
dress.
somebody
Yeah.
mentioned something about her mother or something like that. Your mother would be
Mhm.
proud or something, and she started to
Mm.
cry. So that is her.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
that is her.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I
Okay.
To piggyback off of you, Brittany, I do
Mhm.
like the variety of women that we are seeing, the variety of color women that we are seeing, all shape,
Mhm.
size, in all forms, and I love that.
Hues, styles,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
persuasions. I mean,
I, I
it's
love
very
it.
refreshing. It's
Yeah,
very
it is.
refreshing.
Because
It
And
I would
is.
so,
say
mhm,
when you see people that really look like you, as far as
yes.
your height, your weight, your color, your skin tone, your
Yeah.
hair, it
Yeah.
it it gives you that push, like, wow, if they there, I can get there too.
Correct.
So
Absolutely.
Correct.
it's just not
Correct.
a stereotype. You got to be this way or you got to look this way. No,
Hmm.
Correct.
doors for
Correct.
everybody. There's so much out there to do for all of us. So I
Yep.
love to see this, man.
I love
Absolutely.
it too.
So, just to give context for those of us who are viewing right now who are not too into, films in the awards season that we're currently in, Miss Divine Joy is the recipient of Best Supporting Actress in her role in The Handovers as I believe I don't know the name of the character, but she plays a lunch lady working at a boys prep school. And I'll go to the next slide and I'll read this is the poster for the show. Um, and it's been out for a minute, so I'm not on my job, y'all.
Me
I
I've
think
either.
she
not been
I
on my
think she
job.
played Mary. I think her character's name was Mary Lamb.
Okay, okay, but the synopsis of the show is a cranky history teacher played by Paul Giamatti um, is at a remote prep school where he is forced to remain on campus over the holidays with troubled youth, and one student
Mm.
in particular who has no place to go. And Miss Joy, Divine Joy, plays the grieving cook. So
Okay.
these three folks come
Mm.
together and they create I guess, a family over this holiday season and support each other in this kind of like interesting time between the three of them.
I have to
So
see.
yeah, this seems like a
Oh,
really
girl,
interesting. It seems like
that
a
sounds like
really
I'm about
interesting
to be
story.
crying. That sounds
Yes.
like I'm about to be crying.
Yes.
That's what it sounds like.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I
Yeah.
think that's okay. We all need a good cry every once in a while. So, and I
I
mean, I
was
love Paul Giamatti, so I'm here for it all.
I was crying off of Love Is Blind last night, so I cry over everything. Anyway,
Yes,
I'm
Okay.
you
gonna
do.
I'm gonna be
Yes, you
quiet.
do. Yes,
Okay.
you do.
Well, moving right along, we're going to hop on to our other young lady I wanted to talk about, which is Miss
Yes.
Danielle Brooks. Miss
Come on,
Danielle.
Danielle.
I mean,
Come
I love
on,
how these women are
Danielle.
giving face, giving
Yeah.
face.
That
So,
chin is giving
hmm
like, yeah.
so the
Hmm.
reason why I wanted to bring up Miss Danielle is because I don't know if you all know, but
Yeah.
as of this award season, this young lady is an EGOT
EGOT.
nominee.
Yeah.
He's a
And
nominee.
I
Oh,
don't know if you remember, we did a whole special thing last season
An EGOT.
about what an
Mm-hmm.
EGOT is and what it means
Mm-hmm.
and how hard it is to acquire.
Yeah.
And this lady has been on the scene. Y'all know who she is, Miss
Yes.
Tasty. But she has been working really hard over the last several years since she left, or since the show Orange is the New Black has ended. And throughout those years, she has been able to acquire enough notoriety and esteem to be on the short list, which is an even shorter list once you win, but she's on the short
Yeah.
list to
that's
be an EGOT
wonderful.
nominee. So
And that's
big
an
ups to you,
Emmy,
Miss
a
Danielle Brooks.
Grammy, an
A
Oscar, and
Tony and an
Tony.
Oscar. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, exactly. So, like we explained last season, and please go back. I believe what episode was
Yeah.
that, y'all? Do y'all remember?
Oh, I don't remember, but we can post
We'll
it
run it
on.
back. We'll post it online. Yeah, we broke
Yeah.
it all down for you. So it's a very short list of winners, and nominees. Short list for nominees and even shorter list for winners. So
Right.
she is well on her way to making her very solid place in film history.
And his
Uh,
story.
and I
Yes.
can only imagine who is it? Is it Viola Davis? And
Um,
I forget the other person that we
I think it's
know.
like only 19 of them.
Yeah, but I think
Let's see.
Viola was the newest inductee to the EGOT world
To the
last
EGOT
year.
world.
So
Yeah.
I wonder how she's feeling. She's got somebody on her heels already.
But I know
I
she,
know she's excited. I'm sure she's
yeah.
So I
excited.
have a
But that's
question for
crazy. That's so cool.
that Grammy. So
Hmm.
do you have to? So it's different categories. It's just not about singing. So do she sing?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I'm
Oh,
so glad you asked. Now I wish I
Yes.
could play her song, but during the pandemic or right before the pandemic, she dropped a single.
Okay.
and she might even have a full album. I don't know if she has a full album, but I know she has a single out called Black Woman. Is it called Black Woman, Marina?
I don't know the name
Double
of
check
it.
that out.
If I,
Let me double check. Hold
mm-hmm.
on. Um, dang, but I do know she sung her tail off in Color Purple.
Oh, she definitely did.
Um,
Oh,
oh, duh.
while we're on the topic, I just want to report. I want to turn in my homework assignment. You both gave me a task to watch The Color Purple,
Okay,
and I
okay.
did.
Amen.
Oh, you did?
So I'm officially a good student. I did my
Yes,
homework.
you
Thank
are.
you.
Praise the
Thank
Lord.
you.
We will have to get into my uh, opinion because I got a whole lot of opinion.
Oh,
but
and she
but
also played Mahalia Jackson. I'm sorry to cut you off, Brittany. She played Mahalia Jackson too.
Mahala.
Anyway, go ahead,
mm,
Britt. Yeah, she sure did.
yes, she sure did. She sure
Yeah.
did. But yeah, so I just wanted to shout her out. EGOT nominee, hot, on the scene right now. I
Praise.
am very excited to see what gets put in front of her in terms of scripts now that
hmm
she's
hmm
gotten an EGOT nominee behind her name.
Yes.
Asterisk EGOT nominee. So hey, 2024 is looking real good right
It's
now.
looking real good. People are being exposed and people are
Yes,
elevating. So I
yes,
mean, it
yes,
is what it
yes.
is.
People of
And
color. People of color are being
yeah,
exposed and elevated, which
Mm-hmm.
is amazing.
yeah, it is like
Absolutely,
Amazing.
a you know, the
absolutely.
people are getting
Yeah.
exposed. I don't know, but the people are elevated. It's like yeah,
Well,
and this
we'll just put it like this: the exposure in the community is both positive
it's positive
and
and yeah,
reformative.
a little rough, a little shaky.
Reformative. It's cleansing. It's moving us all forward.
Yeah,
It's turning
and
the page. It's changing the bed sheets. Hey,
in some sort of way, it
it's
is
cleaning them
moving us
cobwebs
forward.
out. It's making room for some new stuff, some positive stuff. Hey, so let's
Listen,
just leave it at that.
and to confirm, the song,
Mhm.
her single is called Black Woman.
Black
Black
She
woman.
has
woman.
Okay,
four
okay.
songs.
Cause
Yeah,
I
she has
know
four
I
songs.
listen. You know how us folks do. We hear a song, and we will make up a title,
Yes, we
or
will.
we'll make up the
We'll make
name of
up
the
the
song
title.
based on whatever we hear it over and over again. That don't mean that's the name of the song.
We'll
So
make up
forgive
title and
me,
words.
right, and words, but forgive me if that was the wrong
No,
title. But I
you're
got
right.
it right this time, and
You're right.
I burned that single up. I burned it up because that's Bucket, take some time, go on YouTube, find the song, and you tell
I am.
me
I'm gonna do
if
it tonight.
you
That's gonna be
not
my
feeling
homework.
it. Okay,
Yes.
yes,
That's gonna be
please.
my
Okay.
homework.
Yes.
So let's move right along. The next topic before I get into our last current event in terms of person, I did want to remind us all that we are in like the ending of our award season,
Okay.
Yeah.
and I believe the NAACP awards is kind of like the period at the end of the sentence for award
Okay.
season.
For awards.
If I'm not
Hmm
if I'm not mistaken. So I just wanted to shout them out and make
All
sure we,
right.
made everyone viewing tonight, made them aware that this Saturday the 16th, the NAACP awards will be on BET. Okay.
BET.
Yes.
So a lot of shows, a lot of folks that we know and love have been nominated. I think I saw Robin
Yes.
Thede, and Black Lady Sketch Show has
Yes.
been nominated for Best
That's
Sketch
great.
and Series. Um, I'm definitely hearing or I've seen online. Um, Someone got three. Oh, Color Purple has three nominations.
Oh, really?
Three, yeah, two or three nominations
I
for
want to see
best
before.
movie or best score or something to that, best musical, something to that effect. So this is going to be a very interesting award season because all of our favorites are going to be going up against each other
Yeah, yeah.
at during this award show. But I've already heard a lot of interesting nominees are being thrown out there. So I'm definitely going to tune in. I might not tune in on Saturday, But I'll definitely make sure I view this year and all the whole show, because I missed last year and I've heard a
Yeah, I
lot
think I
of
missed last
really
year
fun
too.
things I missed. Right, right, right.
I think we can
So
come back during the week, next week, and chit chat about it.
okay,
Okay,
Yeah, we can do that.
that'll work.
I'm with
That'll
it.
work.
I'm with it. All right. Next up, and I know you're all going to be like, but this is not an actor. But I listen. I have my reasons for everything.
Okay, let's see.
Stick with me. Here we go.
Okay, let's see.
Next up, we have Mr. Lenny Kravitz.
Oh
Woo!
no, honey, he
But
was on
Lenny
the
is an
list.
OG though. He an
You
OG. So
already know
He's
Lenny Kravitz
he's
was on the
I
list.
mean,
he's on the list, right? But wait till I
Lenny like
tell you
what
why he's
60?
on the list. You're gonna be really intrigued as to why he's on the list for tonight. So I don't know if you all know, but Mr. Lenny Kravitz was honored with a star on the
A
Walk of
star.
Fame on
Yes, I saw that.
Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
This past Tuesday, the 12th, he earned his star number 2,774
Okay.
on the Walk of Fame, and he is now right in front of the Capitol Records Tower, on
Wow.
Sunset Strip. So that's pretty dope, man. I think that's so
Wow.
cool.
Yeah, a
But
big
I
one.
want
here's
to get away. I'm sorry.
I got to fly. Anyway,
Fly away. Yay. Okay,
yeah.
there
All
you
right. Anyway. We could do this all night.
go. Yes.
But I wanted to make note that this gentleman, although he is a pioneer, he is a notable person in the music industry. During his ceremony, this past Tuesday, he was honored by having not only his daughter, Zoe
Yeah,
Kravitz,
Zoe.
well known actress, be his MC of ceremony. He was
Yeah.
also honored um, with the presence of one of our heroes. We've talked about him plenty, Mr. Denzel
Yes.
Washington, and
Yeah.
Yes.
legendary Marla Gibbs
Marla
was in
Gibbs look
attendance.
good.
She looks
He
fantastic.
like
I don't even
90, ain't she?
understand. I don't even understand.
I keep saying every time we talk about Marla, I have a picture of Marla. I was just an
Hmm.
infant. She was holding me in
Yep.
her
Oh, you
arms.
said that we talked about Miss
I
Gibbs
need
last
to
year,
find this
and
picture.
you told us about that. I remember.
Yes.
Yes, 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 yes.
I need to find
That's
this picture.
crazy.
Yes,
Yeah,
but you
that's
know
so
what?
cool.
Lenny
Hmm.
Kravitz, I don't know if people remember, but he was in The Butler.
He was. Yes, he was.
And he was also in Precious, I
Yes,
believe.
he was. Yes, he
Yeah.
was. So, also in attendance at his ceremony was Evan Ross,
Okay.
and of course, I
Oh,
don't know if you
nice.
follow her personal life very closely, but as we all know, Miss Zoe Kravitz ain't a single lady. Her boyfriend Channing Tatum was in attendance as well. Just to
Oh,
name a few
nice.
people.
I forgot
I
she going
think
with
I
Channing
saw.
Tatum.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I forgot
right.
to.
I think I saw one of the singers from Earth, Wind, and Fire was there as well. I'm not 100% sure, but he had a lot of really famous people at his ceremony. So
I
so
was
it's
really
pretty
shocked to
cool.
see Denzel. I was
Were
shocked
you?
because you don't know who has
Yeah,
relationships,
that's
close
true.
relationships in the industry, and
That's
to
true.
see Denzel, I thought that was very
Love
telling.
it. I love it.
Super
Yeah,
cool,
yeah.
right? Super
Mhm.
Lenny.
super cool. So
Mhm.
there's his star. It looks
So
so
that's nice.
pretty. That's
It
really
looks
dope.
really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. So
Congratulations.
I thought that he was such a interesting person, and he's got ties all over the place, and this is what I thought was super cool. So, you know, we often don't realize how the arts from different disciplines kind of leach into
Yeah.
each other. And we
Each
were kind of
other.
talking about this with our interview with Diego.
Mhm.
How film has ties in photography, and how,
Yep.
you know, art within itself is a very broad and very
Correct.
open art form, and it could
It
it could
is.
express itself in so many different ways. So this is
Yes.
the really cool part. This is a real cool aspect for Mr. Kravitz. So Mr. Lenny Kravitz was recently honored with a Music Icon Award, at the
Nice.
2024 People's Choice Awards, and he was also nominated as the 2024 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee. He was recently recognized by the CFDA with their Fashion Icon Award,
Okay.
which
Nice.
definitely deserve.
He be
Okay,
clean. Yeah.
brother can dress for sure.
For sure.
For for his role not only as one of rock and roll's most esteemed musicians, but also for his major fashion influence. But here's
Yeah.
where I thought this was dope. So in
Lame.
2023, Lenny Kravitz debuted an anthem called "Rock to Freedom" that he wrote, performed, produced specifically for the film Rustin that
Oh, really? I
stars
still haven't seen that.
Coleman Domingo. I didn't know
Nice.
that. I had no idea. So
Yeah.
Well, I
that's
haven't
that's
seen
really
it, so I
cool.
haven't heard the song.
I'm gonna have
Right.
to check that out too. We all
Yes,
got homework
absolutely.
this
Well,
week.
we have
We all got
homework,
homework
guys.
this week. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
finish up, it says the track plays over the film's ending title credits, and in conjunction with the release of the song, Lenny secured a Golden Globe nomination for Best Original
Really?
Song Motion Picture,
Mm.
a
Okay.
Critics' Choice Award nomination for Best Song, and the Guild of Music Supervisors Award nomination for Best Song Written and or Recorded for a Film.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That
there you
says a
go.
lot. That
I
says a
told you
lot when you
I
think
have my
about
way.
it.
I mean, I have my reasons. So he is definitely he's crossed over into the film industry with all of those accolades and awards and nominations. I think that's super cool.
And
Yeah.
also, yeah, but his acting skills are great too.
Oh
So,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's just an all around artiste.
Yes
Okay.
he is.
And
Yes
How
he
old is
is.
that's what
Lenny
it
now?
is.
Lenny is
I'm
what,
not,
in his late 50s, early
Ooh,
50s.
oh, I don't
I
know.
don't know. Marina, you got your fingers ready?
Let's see. Hold on. Let me double check. And also, speaking of Lenny Kravitz,
Mhm.
Michael and I, we watched like some sort of documentary of him with his. It's like a farm in Brazil. It's like a farm. It's like a
Oh,
compound. If you
okay.
guys ever get a chance, look it up because it was beautiful,
Oh,
absolutely
really?
stunning, and just the way that he lives. So let's see, how old is Mr. Lenny Kravitz? Um, let's see, Lenny Kravitz age. He's 59. You're right, but late
Wow.
Wow.
50s.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good
He's knocking
job.
on 60.
yeah,
Yeah.
He's getting
yeah. He's
around
gonna
good.
be. Yeah, you know what? I really loved him and Lisa Bonet together. I think they were just
Mhm.
like
I still think they,
so.
yeah. But we
They
also
were
know
such
who
a
his
great
mom
match.
is. So he was born into the
Oh
acting
yeah,
and
that's right. Yeah,
Right.
things like
Oh,
that.
right,
yeah, I
right,
forgot
right,
about
right.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
I was
Dang,
it was
that's
good.
reading something where they said that he used to be on the set. She would bring him on the set of
mhm.
the Jeffersons, and he would be on the set, the rehearsals. So it's bred in him to act and to perform and things like that. So
Got you.
it low key runs in the family.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was already
definitely.
destined for this, for his
Mhm.
Yes.
greatness. Yeah, he was already
Mhm.
destined for it.
And the
So
more I look at him, the more I see Zoe. Like she looks just like him to me.
It's so
they
odd.
have a. Go ahead, Britt.
No, I was just going to say it's so odd how when she was young, she really looked like her mom, but now her
Yeah,
face
she
is
just
starting to change and she
changed.
is
She looked
starting
like
to look
him.
like him more.
Yeah, she is, and I love. They're so mysterious to me. They like have
Mhm.
that
They
like
are.
mysterious. They're kind of like grungy, like kind of
Mhm.
like,
No, for
but
real.
they're so beautiful. Like it's
Mhm.
like they're beautiful. Zoe is beautiful, Lenny is beautiful, and Lisa is gorgeous. So
Yes.
Right. Right.
kudos to that family.
So
Kudos,
true. So true.
yeah,
I love it.
kudos.
I think it's amazing that, families who are talented period are out here and they're winning and,
Yes.
it's just amazing. Not to be, not to go off too much off topic, but I was watching I think Erica Campbell's daughter
Hmm.
Oh, it's called that
performing and I'm
singing.
like,
She goes to school with our little girl. And
Yeah.
she's like
Oh.
a niece to us, and they're really
Okay.
close. So they sing together and been
Okay.
Wow.
knowing each other for years. And so it's just good to see them. They even sing together at school. So
Okay.
it's good to see her like coming out,
Right.
and we're
Mm.
hearing her more so
Yes.
than her mom is letting her get that shine. And it's just
Okay.
amazing to see. She has a
Right.
I was
beautiful
just.
voice.
It runs in the
She has
family
an
as well.
amazing
So
voice. Right.
She has an
I
amazing
love
voice.
I love that talented people produce talented people. I think that's so crazy. It's amazing. I mean, we were just
Absolutely.
talking about last episode. We were talking about Mario Van Peebles and how
Oh, yeah.
he's now created a third generation of
A third
filmmaker, and it's just
generation.
like
Yes.
that's I love that. I can't
I
wait
do
to
love
have
seeing
a
that.
little mini me. I'd be like, say action, baby, say action. All right, moving right
Okay.
along.
Yes.
Just to wrap up our current industry news, we're going to touch very quickly on our movie and TV review. I just have two for tonight, and they are both what I would consider, some fun loving, easy to follow kind of things. They are two DreamWorks films. That means they're animated, and one hasn't dropped yet. One is already out, and I'll go ahead and
okay.
share with you now. It's called, the first one is up. It's called The Wild Robot, and I saw the trailer and I had to share. Talk about crying, Marina.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know this one is going to make us drop a few Denzel
Um,
tears.
Really?
Definitely. Oh, definitely. Definitely. So this
Okay.
film, I'll give you the quick film synopsis for this one. It's after a shipwreck, an intelligent robot called Roz is stranded on an uninhabited island.
Mm-hmm.
To survive the harsh environment, Roz bonds with the island's animals and cares for an orphaned baby goose. Come
What?
on. Come
What?
on. You know you gonna cry. An orphan baby goose on a
We'll see.
desolate planet where no people are, and you just have to deal with animals with their cute faces
Is
and
that the
their
goose in his hand?
that is the goose in his hand. I
Hmm.
know. I
So who
know.
plays the goose? Is it
Okay,
Lupita?
here we go. So, let's get into the cast because this is the goose grown up. All right. Um, but let's get into this cast. So, yes,
oh,
Lupita is
Is she
Lupita.
really good?
starring.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, Lupita
Okay.
is starring in this. She is playing Roz. She's voicing Roz. But I thought it was
Aw,
so dope because this is a pretty cool cast too.
it
So you
is.
have Kit Connor, Pedro Pascal,
I like
Bill
Pedro Pascal.
Naughty. Yeah,
Hmm.
I do too.
Yeah.
Mark Hamill.
Mm.
Mark Hamill. What? Anyway,
Yeah.
if you don't know, it's not for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
but Ving Rhames, Stephanie Hasu, and Matt Berry.
I
That's
don't really know
the main
Stephanie
build
has
cast.
two.
No,
No, I don't know
she's
Stephanie
been
has two.
okay. I believe, and don't quote me. She's giving me Disney, but I'm not sure. I might be mixing her up with someone else. But no, I'm not quite familiar with her face, but I feel like I've seen her on something Disney Channel ish. But I'm really here for Pedro Pascal, Mark Hamill, and Bing Rames. That's who I'm here
And Mark
for.
Hamill is from, uh-oh,
Star Wars.
excuse me, Star Wars. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He was uh Luke Skywalker, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I mean, Mark Hamill's in it. I'm here. I'm here for it. Let's go.
And I saw Lupita, I was like, yeah. And then I saw Pedro, I was like, oh,
Okay,
yeah, I can
we
do
doing
that. And then
something. We doing
I like
something.
Bing. I like Bing. So
Of
yeah,
course. How would you
yeah,
not like Bing? So,
he
Do we
is
have a
yes.
trailer?
classic.
Hmm.
Do we have a trailer?
No, unfortunately, we don't want to get into
Oh,
no trouble.
oh okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
So,
we'll,
mm-hmm.
we'll be slashed on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I forgot. Thank you.
Unfortunately, most content that is not produced by us is copywritten. Even trailers.
Yes,
We're promoting
even
your film,
trailers.
people. Let us
Yeah,
show it, but hey, I don't want no trouble.
Right,
right.
right.
So, yeah. So you just have to enjoy the photos that I was able to scrounge up. But with that, I wanted to jump into the next one, which I think is super cool. It's the fourth installation, and it's Kung Fu Panda 4.
How
Everybody
is
was
Kung Fu
kung fu
Panda? How is
fighting.
it four already? I don't
How
know
is it
if
Oh,
I've
for?
ever
Oh, it's
seen
been a few
one,
years. It's been quite a while. I mean,
but I
I'm
don't even know if
surprised.
I've ever seen one.
Oh
it's
no,
cartoon edition.
Huh?
you you've
This is
not watched.
movie
You've
review
not
cartoon
watched.
edition.
Yes, yes, yes. It is. You've not watched not one Kung Fu
I've
Panda.
seen one Kung Fu Panda, just one,
Okay.
You
years ago.
know, you I just sometimes I don't. Mm-mm. I don't. I don't
You're
get
not
into
here
the
for it.
cartoons. Like I don't. With Disney
We've talked
movies,
about
I
this
don't go
before.
to the movie theater, put on my
Yeah.
princess crown, and do those things. That's just not me. I'm
I
more.
got
I
you.
need some more drama. I need real people,
Yeah.
and I don't do comedy too much either.
Okay.
So that tells you a lot about
Yeah. And
me.
I
Yeah,
understand. I understand. I'm a big old baby, y'all. I'm a big old
that's
big kid.
okay, and that's
I
okay,
love a
and
good cartoon.
that makes you you. I know some.
Yes,
I
it
know
makes
some.
me me for sure.
I know some
And
seasoned
I
people
mean,
I
I
that
like
appreciate y'all
cartoons.
giving me the
I'm not saying
latitude.
that I don't like cartoons and won't watch them,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
I just really
Yeah.
don't do it. And
See, when you have kids, you
yeah,
learn to like cartoons because you take your kids to the movies and you have
yeah,
Oh,
let them
yeah,
watch it at
that's true.
home. So I grew to learn to love cartoons because
got it.
when I was a kid, he loved SpongeBob, he loved Phineas and
Mm,
Ferb. So anything that was
got you.
and was cartoonish, I
Okay.
learned to like. So we would go to movies and see cartoons and all types of stuff. So I'm with you, bro.
Mm.
I'm with you.
Okay.
Okay,
Cool.
no, I don't have a
Cool.
problem with it. I like it. And let
Yeah.
me go back to saying comedy because I love SNL. Don't get me wrong. Like
Okay.
certain things I do love. But anyway, let's move on. Let's see
So yeah,
who this cast is.
let's get into the cast because I think this is cool too.
This is a
Uh,
dynamic cast.
oh heck yeah! And the
Yeah.
fun part is the one of the people that I'm very interested in seeing this for is playing a villain, and she's excited too. So so this
Of
cast,
course.
this is another really dope roster in terms of cast. As you can see, there's Aquafina, you have Brian Cranston.
I
I
like
forget his
Bryan
name.
Cranston.
James Hong. James
Yeah, I
Hong,
like James
and
Hong.
he voices. I love him as the goose. It's funny, another goose or duck or whatever the character is in the
Yeah,
movie. He's
yeah.
some kind of pheasant or fowl or some kind of bird,
Oh,
and he's very funny as this character. And then we have Dustin Hoffman, crazy. I can't believe Dustin
Wow.
Hoffman is still in this movie. I don't quote me, no spoilers, but for some reason I thought he shouldn't be still in the movie, but he's back. So anywho, I'm
okay.
missing one. I skipped one. K Hai Kwan, who is our winner from last award season. He's
I'm
made a
happy to
great
see him. I'm happy to see
yeah,
him back in the mix and
he
things.
is
We
doing
haven't
it.
seen him since he was
A
young.
kid.
So yeah.
Yes. So it's
So
really cool to see him in
yeah.
this. Lori Tan Chin. And I think this is cool that we're getting to see her because she was also kind of looping back to our previous person we talked about, Daniel Brooks. She is also a
Oh,
cast member from Orange is the New Black.
is
And
she?
I have, yes, she played, if I'm not mistaken, I can't think of the name of the character
Oh,
she played on the
that's okay.
show,
That's all right.
but she was one of those characters.
Oh, she was.
She was very excuse me,
She
she was
was.
not seen very often, but when she
Mm-hmm.
was on scene,
That
Yes.
hilarious.
that
Yes.
oh
She was because she was
Not
very funny in
a
Orange is
scene
in the New
stealer,
Black.
but she
Huh?
had a very specific role and she played it to a T.
played it
Hilarious.
to a T.
Yeah, she
Yes.
did.
And then
Because
we have
Orange is the New Black
Ronnie.
is. Good. But anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's a fantastic show.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Manu, and of course Jack Black is back playing the lead as Poe, and Viola Davis is playing a character called Camellia Newell.
Ooh,
Something really
I'd like to see
scary,
that.
and yeah. So
Okay.
she is the
Okay.
villain rounding out this cast for Panda Kung Fu Panda 4. So yeah, so
I
that's
think I
it.
want to check it out.
That's all I have for
Great, let's go to the
our
movies. We can treat ourselves right across the street and walk to the movies,
Yeah,
Yes.
and
you're
Oh, I
right.
can't wait. I
and we'll
really want to try
drag.
out that
We
theater.
will drag
Drag
bucket
Marina
to
with us.
make
Come on,
No,
Bucket.
I don't have a problem with
The
that.
other
I'm
Bucket.
going to watch Kung Fu Panda 4. No problem. Not a problem. Not a problem.
Okay, okay, okay. Well, so that's all the current industry news we have for this week. I
It
hope
was
yes.
that
good.
was insightful and
This was good.
interesting and educational and just inspirational in terms of getting out of the house and possibly going to the theaters with or without your children or young people to make an excuse to go
Either
see
way.
to go
Either
see
way.
a cartoon.
Either way.
Uh, right,
Hey, if
right.
you like what you like, I mean, if you like it, then let's go.
You like what
Let's go
you
check it out.
like.
I mean, it is
This
what
is
it
a
is.
judge free zone.
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Thank
yes,
you.
yes.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Gosh.
Absolutely. So listen, with that, I want to go ahead. I want to go ahead and take a break. We're going to take a moment and send ourselves or send our viewers into the past to
Okay.
get a little bit of this interview as
Just a little bit.
promised. Once again, ladies, just a little bit, ladies and gentlemen, we had the pleasure of interviewing one of our good friends, a
Hmm.
past, um, in a past life, really pre-pandemic,
Yeah, pre-pandemic.
Marina,
Oh,
Bucket, and myself. We had a live show that one day will come back. We will resurrect,
Yes,
um,
we will.
called the Monologue Group Live, where
live.
we allowed actors to come in and subvert the auditioning process by putting on a show, a performance in front of family and friends, taking a little bit of that out of auditioning
Yes.
and giving them the opportunity to do something a little different and out of the box to get some work. And
Yeah,
Diego was one of those beautiful souls who came in, saw the vision,
he
saw
did.
the
That
saw
means a lot,
the
when they
yeah,
He
see
saw
did.
you.
the opportunity and was able to really hone in, excuse me, really zero in and help us
Yes.
put our vision on a digital form, and hopefully
Yes.
one day we'll be able to bring it back. So at this time, I
Yes.
want to go ahead and jump into that interview.
All
Uh,
right.
and let you get a little bit of what that was like getting to talk to him, catch up and talk to him. So, if you would allow me, just give me 1 second, we'll get this squared
Let's get it
away.
going. I'm
And
excited.
with that,
Me
yes.
too.
And
I
with
can't wait
that,
to do this.
ladies and
We
gentlemen,
missed
say
you, Bucket.
hello.
I
Yes,
know.
we did.
I know.
It's okay.
Say hello to us from the past. And all right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our pre recorded operation. Thank you, team, over on the other side in the future. We appreciate you allowing us to sneak up on in this show with you all. We are recording pre-recording live. We got to make sure we keep the live in there with our guest tonight. But before I do that, I want to make sure I bring in my co-host that'll be helping me interview tonight. Y'all know who she is. Welcome aboard, Miss Boss Lady. Hello, Miss Boss Lady. Let's
Hello. Hi.
Hi, love. Listen. I know our team in the future on Thursday night has a lot they got going on. So I just want to say hello, welcome. We have someone in the wings who is waiting to be interviewed by us. I'm so excited about this.
Right?
Um,
Me too.
this is amazing. So tonight is our very first interview episode where we have
Yes.
a guest on tonight who we will be getting in depth with and
Yes.
picking their brain, finding out what they've been up to, and just figuring out where they are in the world of the industry and how they're doing. So to just get right into that, let's go ahead and introduce our guest for tonight. We have
Yes.
an amazing, amazing gentleman who is gracing us tonight. I just discovered this is his first interview via podcast. What?
Really?
So honored. Yes.
So
So,
yeah, I'm really honored now. Really, really honored.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This is really, really great. This gentleman was our first DP for our live
Yes.
show,
Yes.
and he made that experience so fantastic.
He did.
So I want to go ahead and introduce our guest for tonight. Tonight's guest is Diego Madrigal, and without further ado, let me go ahead and read a little bit of his credits, and then we'll get into a few clips from his past work, and we'll get him in the room. How about that?
Let's do it.
All right. Diego Madrigal is a director of photography based out of Los Angeles, California. Among many of Diego Madrigal's notable projects, including working as the director of photography for the feature film R-J or Pound J, which premiered at the 2021 Sundance Film Festival. Yo, Sundance, come on. Okay. He was also the director of photography for the Emmy Award winning series Giants. Y'all hear this? We got Emmy Award winning DPs in the house tonight, which earned him a nomination for Best Cinematography by the International Academy of Web Television Awards. As a cinematographer, he has worked on features both narrative and documentary, commercial, music videos, and digital series with some of the industry's leading talent. As a Mexican American cinematographer, Diego's work primarily focuses on underprivileged and underrepresented subjects. He was raised in both Los Angeles and Mexico. Shout out to both. Studying both at the Center of Arts, Agriculture and Design, CUAAD, in Guadalajara, Jalisco, and the Los Angeles Film School. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Diego Madrigal to the show.
Uh,
Woo, 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 woo. Come
Hi,
on in the room, sir. Come on
hi. Thank you.
in
That
the
was great. That was
room.
great. Thank you. I
All
what
appreciate
an
it.
right,
Now I'm
all
blushing. I
right.
introduction.
feel like I'm blushing.
What?
Yeah.
Well, we are grateful to have you on board with us. Thank you for being in here with us. Thank you for, giving your time and talent.
Yes.
And today, your perspective. I'm so excited to hear what you've been working on, what you have going on in terms of future projects, and just all of your endeavors that have got you this far. Okay. I am so excited and proud of you. Reading your bio as of today's date is amazing.
Right.
Thank you.
Emmy?
Marina, can you
Emmy
believe that?
nominated? What? Like, we're just so honored right now.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Oh, thank
sir.
you.
This is
Thank you.
amazing. So, just to kind of get into it, Diego, so we can kind of fill everyone in terms
Yeah.
of where you've been, what you've been up to, what you've got under your belt so far. I want to take a moment and show them a few clips of your past work.
Sure.
And here we go, right? Tune in now. Woo! Wow,
Yeah.
D. That was amazing. That was amazing. Listen, you know, that there's something about the fact that when Marina and I or Marina and the team, get in contact with someone, seems like we're kind of like feeding off of each other. And
Mm-hmm.
the last time we've seen each other, it's been what, almost 10 years. I think it's 4 years shy of 10, because the last time we saw each other in person was what, 2018?
Yeah, I think so, right?
Yeah,
Was the
2018.
last time when we did the monologue room, the live one? Was that the
Yeah,
last time?
Yes. Yes.
2018.
That is a
So
lifetime ago.
That is
Oof.
a
yeah,
life ago.
so
Yeah.
much
Babies have
has
been
happened.
born.
So much
Yeah.
has happened. The world
Yes.
shut down. I mean, it's just like
Pre-COVID
so much.
times. Oh, we were so
Pre-COVID
Yes,
times,
young.
absolutely.
pre-COVID times. Are we jumping into questions right now?
I
I mean, we can, yeah, absolutely. I
Okay.
do want to make sure our audience knows, Diego, this is our first episode with a live guest.
Yes.
Technically pre-recorded, but live guest. And I thought it was so fitting because you technically were our first,
Yes.
DP, our first shot at getting the monologue room, the live show with our actors and our audience.
Yes.
And I thought it was so fitting to have you be our first guest of season 3. So, yes, Marina, I'm shooting it to you for the first question for Mr. Diego.
Yes, I'm excited. I am going to ask the question about the monologue room and all that, all the process, and Brittany calling you and whoever called you. I don't know who called you, but we'll get into that. But
sure.
I always ask the question, how did you get started? What intrigued you? What was your, like, how did you fall in love with like film?
Like film in
Mhm.
general. I feel like it's a combination of a lot of things. It's like so I'm from LA, right? But we
Yeah.
moved to Mexico when I was like 14, right?
Oh, okay.
And I think if I didn't like see the new Mexican, they called it back when it was being played, the new
Yeah.
Mexican cinema in Mexico while it was being broadcasted, I
Yeah.
probably would have never been a filmmaker, right?
Mm.
Like
Wow.
I didn't like realistically, I didn't think I could ever be a filmmaker. I'm like, oh, it's just like it's Steven Spielberg or it's
Interesting.
Martin Scorsese or something, right? And then it's
Yeah.
like I see like these Mexican filmmakers do things in Mexico and then like crossover and then like they're actually like thriving. You know, it's like Guillermo del Toro,
Mm.
like Lubeski, and like all these dudes, right? And you're like,
Yeah.
oh wow, I can actually maybe do it, you know? And like it like and yeah, so it's like that and like the fact that I've always kind of wanted to do something more than just I don't know work a 9 to 5, so it's like
Mhm.
I just saw that and I'm like, oh, it's like it's almost like it's like representation in a way, right? It's like it's a good
Yeah.
tool, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like I I don't know, and I've always loved movies. It's like something I like fall back on and you just watch them, and especially growing up in the 90s, there's a certain
Mm.
type of movie that you don't
Yeah.
really see
Yeah.
anymore, and you're just like,
Yeah.
that's the kind of stuff I really enjoy. It's like
Mhm.
I feel like the 90s was such a like a thriving
It was.
period for films. It's
Yeah.
like yeah, I don't know.
I want to ask you, what was the movie that kind of like sparked it for you? Because I know there's a movie, there's a movie, or there's an actor, or there's a scene that just like
Yes.
grabbed your soul.
A specific movie that like, oh, I want to be this. I think
Yeah.
this is gonna be weird. There was a time when I was in Mexico.
Hmm.
We didn't. So I live in a small town in Mexico, so we didn't have a
Hmm.
movie theater, and
Hmm.
I didn't have cable, right? So we
Hmm.
would go. Oh man, I'm calling myself out.
No,
Go
no,
for it.
We would go to
yay.
This is
we
a
would go
safe
to
space.
Guadalajara, right? We would go to
Yes.
Hmm.
Guadalajara, and we would basically buy a bunch of DVDs. I had no idea. We would just buy like 100 of them, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And like just from there, I would just watch them, right? And like just the
Mm.
cover almost didn't matter. You're like, oh, it doesn't. I'm just gonna buy them. We'll watch
Yeah.
them. This is my TV, right? So I think it's just it's not one specific, but it's just like that whole like time period where I'm like,
Mm.
I just consume so much film, and I'm
Mm.
like, oh, I can like I want to make one. Like what's
Okay.
stopping me from making one?
Mm.
I wrote a
Got it.
little bad script. I tried.
Mm-hmm.
Had like a old bad like mini DV camera when I was like 15 or 16,
What?
and then
Okay.
we tried, and then I couldn't figure out how to edit it, because
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have like a VCR or whatever
Yeah.
to do it.
Okay.
So it never went past that. But anyway, that it was probably that time period. It was really what made me want to do this like full time. You know?
Got you. Got you.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now,
Nice.
now, let me ask you this: while you were in school, was there a moment where you had any doubt? Was there, because I know we have classmates or we have peers that seem like, it comes easy for them. So for you, while you were in school, was there a moment where you kind of was like, oh no, I don't know if I'm meeting the mark? Or was it like every day you was like hitting the target, um
Definitely
and
not.
you were the
Not.
person, like
I
I
mean,
want to
honestly,
know.
I still feel doubt today. It's like,
Okay.
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
are you kidding me? Like, I'm
Yeah.
every like not every day, but like there's days I'm just like, man, is this, am I doing the right thing? And stuff
Hmm.
like that. It's like I feel like I've never gonna get past that, even though you can
Mm-hmm.
have all the
Mm-hmm.
awards or whatever, you're still gonna have doubt. No matter
Yeah.
what. I
Okay.
think as a
Yeah.
person, you're just gonna have it. Um, and yeah, in film school, definitely. Like when I first got into film school, I wanted to direct, and then I directed my thesis, and I'm like, I'm never doing this again. So
Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, yeah, I have doubt. Like,
Mhm.
uh, that was probably the biggest one. I'm like, I, I, I'm not gonna direct. I'm not a director. I
Mm.
enjoy the
Wow.
cinematography aspect of it much more than I do the actual like directing part.
Directing of
Got
it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
got
Wow.
it. Got it.
But it's
That's
it's cool. I mean, it's cool that you're honest about, the doubt because I think, like you said, everyone has it, right? And Brittany touched on how she didn't go the traditional route. She
mhm.
was like, like teeter totter, like
Mhm.
didn't really know. And I knew, but I didn't take the traditional route after school.
Hmm.
You get these interns, you do all these other things for these companies, and you're an assistant and you're doing all these things. And I did not do that route. I just sort of created my own lane so that I can do what I thought was best, for me, and then for the whole vision of the monologue room and maybe directing plays later down the line. But there is doubt. It's like, wow, should I have done this? Should I
Hmm.
have worked for this casting company? Should I have
Mhm.
done this? But we're here now, and
Yeah.
with all the doubt and all the things, we are still paving the way. So I'm excited that you were honest about that.
Mhm.
I
About
mean,
having that.
why lie? It's the truth.
Yes,
Yeah.
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 yes,
And
because
I
so
don't
many
know
people.
I don't know if there is a conventional way. Like, sure, you could do what you just said, but like,
Yeah,
is that really the right way? There's so many ways of
right,
doing it.
right.
Right.
I met a lot of
Absolutely.
people that didn't even go to film school and they're doing amazing things. It's like
Absolutely.
it's,
That's the love, right?
yeah.
That's the joy. Hearing that is such a joy because um people figure like you have to have this step by step route. Like it is
Mhm.
like written in stone that you have to do it this way. And it is not.
Hmm.
It is not that way. And I
Mhm.
like when people break out of that traditional route when you can make it your own. You can
Yeah.
make your own journey in getting there and
Mhm.
making having the success that you want.
Yeah, for
Absolutely.
sure. Absolutely. Yeah.
My question for you is, moving into your career, right? At this
Hmm.
point, you're out of college, you've graduated, you've completed your first project. How long after did you come across that project that you were like, "Dang, I'm
This is
dope."
it. This is it.
Like, I'm that person. How long was that
I don't know if
after?
I feel that right now.
No.
I mean, look,
Wow, okay.
I
Wow.
always, my
Yeah.
mindset's always like,
After at wait, hold on. Hold on, hold on. After the Emmys? And
Dude.
after
But
wait a minute. We got to get into this.
it's always been you're only as good as your last job, right? So I
Yeah.
always try to
Mhm.
treat every job as like the best thing possible, right? No, even if it's
Yeah.
sometimes they're just paycheck jobs, right? I mean, I have to make a living, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I try to treat it as like, okay, this is I have to make it great. I have to, whatever, we have to make it work, right? So it's like I sometimes I try to be very grateful for what I've done and where I'm at and all this
Mhm.
stuff. But it's very easy for me to forget that sometimes. And I'm just like trying to get the next
Mm.
thing.
Mm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
like this is my day job. So it's like I am always constantly looking for something else,
Mm.
right? So it's like
Got you.
it's easy to just kind of forget about it and just like, okay,
Yeah.
let's do the next thing. Like what are we
Yeah.
doing? Like
Yeah.
because a lot of times when you are in film festivals or whatever, I'm not the
Mhm.
director, so I don't go to these things a lot because I've done it before and I'm just
Okay.
like
Interesting to know.
because a
Yeah.
lot of it's mostly for directors, really directors, actors, and stuff like that. It's like
Mhm.
um I didn't get to go to Sundance. It was the first year
No.
of COVID when it happened actually.
Oh
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
so yeah,
goodness.
Sundance,
I
we're
watched it in my
requesting a
Sundance movie.
do-over.
Yeah, I watched it in my living
Yes.
room.
Yeah.
It was sad.
Wow.
But
Okay.
Oh
anyway, it's
no.
fine. It's a couple years ago now. It's fine.
Mhm.
I have a movie in South by Southwest this year, which is cool. Um,
Nice.
yeah, but it's like that's what I'm saying. So it's like you have to. I move past it and I try to do the next thing. And I forgot what we were talking about. To be completely honest with you.
No,
Yeah,
no,
no. No.
I was my question was what was the project that felt made you feel like you were on the map? Made you feel like
Yeah.
you were that guy that can enter a room that could, just drop your handle and be like, "Look me up," you know.
Right.
And I know that not everybody, and especially, some of us who are more type B, we're not the braggadocious type of people, and I understand that.
Yeah.
But once you kind of get your wheels turning, there is a moment I believe we can start to say, "Hey, I could do this."
Yeah.
So
Right.
that's my
Okay.
question.
All right. So I think the biggest project that I consider that like I've done uh is probably Giants. That's the
Yeah.
Okay.
one
Yeah.
with James Bland in them, and that's
Yeah.
probably the one
Yes.
after that I actually started getting like calls and people reaching out and
Mm.
be like, "Hey, do you we're doing this. Are you be
Yeah.
interested in interviewing you and stuff like that?" After that
Okay.
project, I think my career changed, and I'm always grateful with James for that
Yes.
because when we did season 1, I had just done a
Yeah.
couple shorts. I had mostly worked in like lighting, like grip and electric, and that was one of my first
Okay.
like real projects, right?
Got you.
So giving me the opportunity to do that, it's like
Mhm.
amazing, And then once that got released, and it's funny, we had finished season 1 and we had started shooting season 2 before season 1 came out.
Right.
So we were kind of just working on it, and then
Yeah.
season 2 blew up. People loved it. It was like on YouTube with Issa Rae, and then it
Yeah.
was in
Yes.
Brazil, and then it was on
Mm-hmm.
BET
Yes.
for a while. I don't know where it is right now.
I
It might still
believe
be
I
ET. I
believe
don't
it
know.
might be on I
Let's
think it
see.
might be on a couple streaming platforms. It might be on BET Plus.
It
Yeah, I
was for a
think
while.
BT
Um
Plus.
yeah.
I don't know where it is right now, but
Okay.
it might still
We
be on
we
there.
can find out.
I don't think I knew that you shot Giants before. Like I don't remember how I found out that you were a part of Giants. And then you also shot the monologue room. I think I found that out like that day. And I was just overly like excited, but I kept it calm because I was a fan. I kept it to myself. I think I told Will and Brittany, I was like, I watched the
Mm.
show. Like I'm really excited that he
Oh my
shared.
god,
Yes.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yes. I mean, your work, it said a lot, like it spoke volumes. Like it really, that show had me in. I was and still is. Like I will go back and, look at it. I'm definitely a fan. The way you shot it was beautiful. And even
Mhm.
Wayne's World. Like that was just so good. And
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm a big fan,
You
Diego.
definitely changed the vibe of the
Yeah.
show. Of course, when it comes to cinematography, you're going to blow it out of the park. So let me ask you, when did you realize that, because you said you tried your hand at directing,
Hmm.
it wasn't for you, but you always had this pull towards doing something with the camera
Hmm.
in film. Um, how did you realize that you just had the eye? Or do you know that you have the eye since you, you
I
know,
think it's different. So yeah, photography and cinematography have a lot in common, right?
common, right?
But
Yeah.
cinematography, at least directing of photography, I think it's very different than me going out and like taking photos. It's because I
Mm,
use photography as kind of like relaxing.
okay.
Um,
Mm.
so like it's one of my little hobbies, right? Like I
Mm,
just enjoy
I
I
love that.
enjoy taking like the photo. I don't enjoy
Yeah.
the
okay.
editing part. Like
Okay. Okay.
I have so my camera like
Hmm.
I have a giant SD card in it, right? And I
Right.
just like enjoy taking photos, and a lot of
Yeah.
times I never pull them out of my camera. Like it's
Mm.
just the act of taking the photo is what relaxes me.
I love it.
It
Wow.
lets me like be in the moment. Like
Okay.
I do it through my viewfinder. So when I'm in the viewfinder, I'm just like it's all about this one thing, and I don't let anything
Hmm.
else get in my way.
Mm.
So it's very relaxing to me. So that's
Got it.
why I enjoy it. But cinematography is very different, right? It's just
Hmm.
like
Yeah.
you have a story to tell, and you have to convey it. You want to convey it in a certain way, and then there's
Hmm.
all this like pre-production where you're planning, and like it's a very different beast, right?
Okay.
You sometimes you spend like weeks prepping a scene so it can look a certain way, right?
Yeah.
Got you.
So it's
Yeah.
like maybe when you're there it looks beautiful one way, but you're like, wait, it doesn't match what we did, whatever, or what the story is telling at the moment. It could be a very
Hmm.
beautiful lit room, but it needs to look more depressing or something, right?
Hmm.
Then that's when you come in and you have to tweak it, right? So it's like it's a very different art form.
Right.
um, and and yes, in both you have to know composition and lighting
Hmm.
and all that. But I think that's where I get the joy out of photography, because a lot of it I'm just like finding a moment, and cinematography
Mm.
sometimes you try to find the moments and just do it, right?
Mm.
Oh,
Mm.
okay.
It's
Okay.
That's the way of it. I like that. Yeah.
Got
Never
you.
thought
Yeah.
about it.
yeah.
Have you ever thought about, like, going back to question, wait, have you ever thought about how your enjoyment outside of the work aspect can transfer? Because that's really how I look at what I do, and what I've come to enjoy about filmmaking is you have to love it, right? And of course,
Yeah.
we want to do the job, and there's the paycheck at the end of it, and all of the things that make a career a career. But for us in this creative space, I feel like there's something in it that is just kind of like you settle in, you sink in, and you're in love because something happened, where you're like, damn, that felt good. And so my question is, taking the fun aspect of film in terms of or digital photography,
Mhm.
has there been something that you found in the cinematography that kind of like ties into you catching a moment,
Oh
or
yeah,
you?
yeah. I
Okay.
mean, I love cinematography. Like
Hmm.
it's like the best. It's like the best thing because you get to be creative, and then
Yeah.
you can be technical about it. Like
Yeah.
Mm.
I love it. Like I can't imagine me doing anything else. You know,
Mm.
Wow.
um, like, like sure, sometimes you have to create the moment, but when you catch that moment, or when you like you're setting up a light and you're like, oh, I want it to look like this. You do it. You have this
Yeah.
thing in your head, right? You're like, I want it to look like this. And then you actually achieve it, and you're like, oh, this looks great, and it not only looks great, but like it helps tell the story in like the way you want it to, and like all that. And then it's such a collaborative thing, right? It's like,
Yeah.
sure, I'm there to help help the director tell the story, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes the director gives you freedom, or like you are in sync with the director, and you're like both like have this vision in mind, and when
Mhm.
you achieve it, and it comes out exactly the way you want to, like that's a beautiful thing. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
I feel fulfilled when, like, after a good day on set, I'm just like, oh man, I'm on top of the world. You know, it's like, it's
Okay.
amazing. Yeah,
That's-
yeah, it's great. It's like a rush. You know, it's like,
Right.
so there's pressure. There's all stuff happening. Film sets are they're rough sometimes, but when you get it, it's amazing. You know? Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Are we ready? Are
Yeah.
we ready
So
to put him on the hot seat?
I feel like I've been on the hot seat. Okay.
hey,
All
I
right.
mean, hopefully it hasn't been too hot. You know, because we always have room here on the monologue to make it just a little hotter.
Yeah,
Especially when we're moving into the segment we're about to. So, as a tradition on our show, every guest, irregardless, I know that's not a word, of their discipline, um, despite their profession behind or in front of the camera, we love to offer you the opportunity to just share how in tune with the movie industry you are, and it's okay. You know, we all have to work, we all have to eat. You do not have to consume movies to be a filmmaker. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, whoever is listening or tuning in, it is time for a game.
For
All
a
right.
game.
So Diego and Marina and I have agreed we were going to be as nice as possible in this attempt to see how well he knows his movies. So we have up on deck tonight, we have Name That Movie. Diego will be listening and viewing a little clip from a scene. Hopefully, we can find one that doesn't show the name of the film, but we'll be doing the best we can to get him a clip. And we would like Diego to tell us the name of the movie. So, Diego, please give us standby while we load this up for you.
Okay.
And we'll get our game started and we'll test you out, sir. We'll see what you got.
Don't worry, Diego.
Okay.
Here we go.
Well, now let me see. You know, I don't have any idea what that means.
Oh,
Well, it means you're ready to rejoin society.
it's
I know
Morgan
what this
Freeman,
means.
and that's Shawshank Redemption.
Woo!
There we go.
I love that movie.
Seconds.
I mean,
That's a
Within
good one.
seconds.
you know? It's
Yes,
like,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Okay.
That's a good
Yes,
one.
sir. That's a
Yeah.
good one.
That's
That's
a
a good
classic.
one. That's a classic.
Yeah,
All right,
it is.
I'm gonna try to hit you with one more before we let you go,
Okay.
just to make sure you did cheat. No, I'm just kidding. All right, I'm getting this one loaded up.
Knoxville, Tennessee. Made by the first company to make wristwatches.
Oh, you don't know this movie? It's Pulp Fiction.
Pocket watches.
Yeah?
Okay, now who
It's
is
Pulp Fiction,
speaking?
and then it's God, what's his name?
Come on.
That's my guy.
It's a
Mhm.
great scene, and then you cut
It's a
to Bruce
great
Willis
scene.
when he's older, and you're like, okay, this
Mhm.
this guy's watch is important, you know.
To his infancy.
I don't remember the actor's name, unfortunately, but he's a great actor. Is it Walken? William
See?
Walken?
Granddad was dead.
Is it Walken?
CW. You got the last name.
Oh, I know.
To your grandmother.
No.
All right,
not
I'll give
Charles
you one
Walken.
more chance.
His last
No,
name
you
is
got the last
Walker.
name.
Yes,
Christopher.
Walken.
Oh, Christopher Walken.
Christopher
Jesus.
Walken.
Yes, Christopher
All right, so
Walken.
we got it. So yes, this is Pulp Fiction, and this is Christopher Walken.
I feel like I
The
can.
classic man.
Yeah.
He is classic. He is super
Yeah.
classic.
Well, listen, fantastic job, sir. You
Fantastic
survived
job.
our
Thank you.
game.
Fantastic job.
You held your own. I love when our guests come on, Marina, and they be like, "Oh no, you're going to put me on the hot seat," and then
Right.
they make
They
us
know.
look bad.
They know right away. Right.
Like we couldn't pick better challenges. You know what?
Yes,
Next
exactly.
season we're doing Fear Factor version of Monologue
Right.
Room. Okay,
Okay.
you gotta do this. You gotta recite a whole monologue while
Right.
But
going through a
I'm
pit of
not an
snakes or
actor. I'm
something.
just gonna like literally just
No,
read
yeah,
it, Be like,
yeah.
I walk into the room. I don't know.
It's
Yeah.
like as many times as I've sat behind the camera and had to re-listen to takes, I know what I can download a scene
Right.
very well. See, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, these are the tips you need to know. These are
Yes,
the things.
yes. Learning from Diego. Diego,
Right,
we are
right.
so happy. Thank you so much for joining us. I
Yes.
mean, taking the time out to, sit down and let us interview you and ask all the questions that we've been wanting to ask you. And
Hmm.
I'm just so happy that we still have this relationship with you. And
Yes.
whenever we come back for our live show, we need you to be on
Yeah.
the road.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. I had fun.
Absolutely.
Yes,
And yes,
Absolutely.
please reach
In
out.
yes,
in
Yeah.
in wrapping up our interview for today, piggybacking off of Marina, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for being our first guest of our
yes,
our third season. Thank you for being the first pretty much
yes.
in our lives,
In our
right? So
lives.
Thank you. Thank you for
we
having me. I really appreciate
really
it. Thank you for
appreciate
emailing
you.
me.
Yes,
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Taking your time, like I said, your time and talent, because I'm sure you could be doing anything else right now. The
yes,
looking at what they call dailies, or I don't know. At this point I want to know what you're all doing. So I want to give you this last little bit to kind of
yes,
like fill us in. What have you got going right now? What can we expect from Diego Madrigal moving
Hmm.
forward? Talk about your film that's in South by Southwest, you
yes.
know, and are you going this time? Are you going to make it
No,
get COVID?
I think South by Southwest just ended.
Oh, it
Oh,
did? Oh,
okay.
no. Okay, okay.
I didn't go this year.
Okay.
But yeah, the movie's called it's African American. It's based on the director's like kind of life. It's kind of a
Mm,
semi autobiographical. It's like he is his dad is black, his mom is white, but he grew up with his mom and never really hung out with his black family. And it's like the
mm.
first like
Okay.
going to like a family cookout
Yeah.
like
Mm.
30 years later, it's like that
Oh,
whole thing,
wow.
and it's a comedy, and it's like it's good. I think it's really good. It's really funny. Like Gary Williamson is the dad.
Mhm. Mhm.
um he was the dad in that
Oh,
movie
yeah, yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he was the
Uncle
dad. He's
Ruckus.
Uncle Ruckus. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's
Uncle
hilarious. Oh my
Ruckus.
god.
Yeah, he
Nice.
Yeah,
is.
he's
Oh my
amazing.
gosh.
He's in that.
Okay.
Zeke Nicholson is the director. Yeah, and that's in South by Southwest. I don't know what's gonna happen after, but that's where it's at right now. So
Oh, nice.
yeah.
Good.
I am I'm in post on another short film that we just did. Um it's a horror movie. It's like it's a spin on a like Latino horror like thing.
Nice.
Yeah, it's cool. It was one of the toughest jobs
Okay.
I've done in a while. Yeah.
Really?
But it looks cool.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
Okay.
then I'm in talks about other stuff. It's up in the air. You know, you know.
I like
Well,
talks.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
hear
I
good
like
things
the
about when you're in
talks.
talks.
Look, I'm like
yeah,
this.
When
I'm
people want to
all about
talk.
the talks.
yeah,
Well, just
yeah.
know
We'll see.
we,
Hopefully, it's a
That's
great year.
amazing.
Hopefully, it's a really busy year for
Okay.
everyone.
yeah,
So yeah.
Fantastic.
just
Fantastic.
know we're
Well,
we're always
yeah.
rooting for you. We're rooting for
Oh,
Yes.
you.
thank you. I appreciate that.
From
Yes. We are
afar. If you don't
definitely Team
know,
Diego over
yeah,
here.
we love Diego over here. You are
Hmm.
a
I love
treasure.
y'all. Thank you.
Yeah,
Absolutely, absolutely. With that, Diego, I want to once again, if there's anyone you want to shout out, if there's any
oh yeah,
anything that we should know, we have your socials. We're gonna pop that up on the screen right now. And then I always like to give the guests the opportunity to share just a little bit more before we let them go, because we are working, so we don't know the
yeah,
next time we'll be able to get you sit still
yeah,
for this
Right.
yeah.
amount of time. Is there anything that you can share from your career that you wish someone might have told you when you were younger, or when you
Yeah,
were like in the midst of it all, or just any like little jewel you want to drop on us and our audience listening and watching.
Oh man, a little jewel. That one's always hard because I always want to go with like a joke, like just wear comfortable shoes, like that.
Hey, but that's important. No, those,
damn.
that's a good gem
Sit
right there.
down whenever
Listen
you
up.
can because you're gonna be standing a
Yes.
lot.
Stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated, stuff like that. Like that stuff's important. If you're
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
Mhm.
on a western in the desert, bring a hat. Look, this you
Right.
gotta burn it for.
Yes.
Okay, these are important.
Stuff like that. I do want to give a shout out to like my crew, like the people I work with all the time. Like I really couldn't do anything without them. Like a lot
That's
of
cool.
times, it's like it's the people you interact with the most, right? So like
Yeah.
my gaffers, ACs, stuff like that. Like I appreciate them very much. Joshua Carrasco, Jason Hassani, Arthur Castellano, Shir Yan, like all of them, they're amazing, So
Nice.
Absolutely.
yeah,
Nice.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
and that's it.
Love
With
that.
that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Thank you so much, Diego, for being
Thank
with
you.
us today. Thank you for an amazing interview. Thank you for playing the game and getting in the hot seat twice.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
You did fantastic. You did fantastic. Um, we love you. We appreciate you.
Yes,
We want to
we
see
do.
you going to South by Southwest, to Sundance, to Cannes, to
All
the
of
That'd be
it.
Grammy,
cool.
excuse me, not the Grammys, to the Oscars, to wherever your talent leads you. We want to see you there
Yes.
and we want to support you fully. Um, just like you said, if there's anything we need to reach out, that it goes both ways, my
Both
friend.
ways.
Thank you
Yes.
so much for being with us today. And with that, we want to say have a great rest of your day. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to turn this back over to our team in the future on Thursday night. Thank
Thank
you
you
so
guys.
much. You guys have a great rest
Bye.
of your night. Enjoy the rest of the show. Peace.
Peace out. Peace out. Peace out.
All
Well,
right.
Peace
well,
Yo,
out.
let's give it
wait,
up
y'all.
for
I
our
have to say something.
fantastic guest.
Wait,
What?
let me say
Yes, yes,
something.
yes, yes.
I have fans out there. I have people calling me like, "We don't see you. We don't see you." This was already pre-recorded. I had to work that day, so
Oh,
I love it. Oh,
Well, I'm glad that
yes,
people are tuning in. You
yes,
know what I mean? And really
yes,
watching.
yes.
And I always, in private, and I can say this out loud, I guess. I'm always looking for the numbers to like increase, but sometimes things it takes time, right? It just
Yeah.
takes time, and don't let it take too much time, and we be up here and y'all be trying to catch on and trying to do. Don't even do it, okay?
Oh,
We don't
oh,
want to do it. We
oh.
want you tuning in
Tell him.
now.
Talk to him.
yes.
Talk to him. Talk to
We
him.
want you
Tell
tuning
him.
in
Tell him. Don't
now.
be bandwagoning.
Yeah,
You better get on this
we got
bus
some fans.
now.
Don't get on the bandwagon when
Yes.
it's wagon.
Get on the wagon while it's
Well, moving a little
low
slow.
occupancy.
Okay?
Once you pick up speed,
And it's moving
once you
slow.
pick up
That's
speed,
right.
we gonna be taking
You
off like
better
Listen,
tell them.
747. So you might as well jump on board while we in a
I'm
jet
Ooh,
right
just
now.
saying. I'm
let
just
them
saying.
know.
I get the feeling of things, and I know
Come
that
on, come on.
Yes.
the things are going to happen. But anywho,
Yes. Yes.
back to that interview, Diego. Listen, that show, our first show, where Sam Peoples was with you were our stage manager.
I was in the background then. Yes.
Brittany, you were camera, you were doing everything, right?
Yes.
You were in front, you were in the back, you were on the side, you
Mm-hmm.
was outside, you was doing everything. So um
Yes.
Diego came in, he was busy at that time. And I'm just gonna say this really quick. He was busy at the time, but it's just so funny how God does things
Yeah.
because I was
Yes.
working for a company, a financial institution, and I just fell in love with YouTube web series, right? And one of the
Mm-hmm.
web series was Giants. And I was like, okay, it's a formula, right? And then I started seeing Issa Rae and Awkward Black Girl. And
it was like this
Mhm.
whole crew of black excellence on YouTube and web series. And Giants
Mhm.
being one of them, I was just so just overtaken by the greatness of that show. And so I had
Mhm.
no clue that Diego, but I'm saying all this to say, from me looking from
Yeah.
afar at this show and not even knowing that I had the DP shooting my show. That just said a lot to me because I'm working this,
Yeah.
making this good money, but I want to be here creating and doing all of
Mhm.
these things. And it came full circle. It just like blessed me in
Mhm.
a way because sometimes it seems like your dreams are so far away,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And they're
Right.
not tangible, you can't touch it.
Ooh,
But to know when I heard that Diego was the DP for Giants, I'm like, I'm not that far.
not
I'm
that
not
far
that,
away.
I'm not
No.
that far away.
Man, just
And
keep
I
Yeah,
just
moving.
yeah.
that felt so good that day. And even to now, it just feels good that we are in the mouths of Diego when he mentions maybe Giants. And I just love that.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I just have to say that. I have
Yes.
to say thank you to Diego. I know we said thank you in the interview, but he really shot the monologue room. It was, it's like my HBO show, not mine, ours.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the HBO show. It's the quality that he
Yeah.
has and that he brought to the monologue room on film. It's just
And I
beautiful
just
to
Right.
can't
me.
wait till we get back to the live, the live shows, bring
I
that back.
know, I
It's
know.
just so much fun, so much just like, oh my God. So,
Yeah.
It is, and we will. I'm believing God for all the things that we need for
yeah,
the live show.
right.
Sponsors,
There
did I hear
were there were
sponsors? Did I hear?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
okay. I said it's coming.
Yes,
It's
yes,
coming. I think one of the things that was said during that interview was and we'll get into that in a second, but one of the things that was said in the interview that we edited out just for time purposes and just making sure everyone got to see and hear
yes,
Diego was uh, um saying being able to say yes and no and knowing the difference between the
yeah,
two and understanding
yes,
timing because Diego had a very similar story to all of us in a way where it was, and I'm
I
gonna go
know.
there. I'm always gonna go there. Divinely
Yes,
timed. You know what I'm
yes,
saying?
absolutely.
Uh, and I am with you both. I don't have any
That's right.
pressure to do anything outside of whose will?
God's will,
God's will.
absolutely.
And so I'm leaning on that.
Yes,
I'm leaning on both of
yes,
you. I'm staying prayed up. I'm doing what
That's
I'm
right.
supposed to
yes.
do. I am sharpening
Mhm.
my iron and I'm letting you both sharpen me and
That's right.
hopefully you
That's what
both
we're
are
here to
being
do.
reciprocated in that way.
Iron
Yes.
sharpens iron. And the
Absolutely.
thing about the will of
Yes.
God,
Yes.
we don't understand it at times. In
Yeah.
reality,
Right.
but one thing I'm learning not to do is question his will and know that
Mm-hmm.
his will is good and
Mhm.
perfect, and I accept it. Whether it go my way or
Yes.
his way, I accept it.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So with that, y'all, I am so excited. We have episode 2 under our
Yes.
belt. We are coming to the end of our time
I love you
together. I
guys.
hate to say good night and
Time to say
goodbye, but
goodbye
we have
to
to
all
prep
my
for the
online
next, right?
friends.
Yeah. So we only say goodbye and good night to be able to say hello again for on the
Oh,
next
I
Yes.
one,
love that.
right? So with that, I want to very quickly do what we've done in the past. Unfortunately, tonight you all listening and tuning in. I usually like to have events and film
Yeah.
festivals available for you all. But what I'll do is I'll do some more
Send,
homework. We got a whole
We
list of
send them
homework
we
to
all have
me.
homework.
to do.
Send them to
Yes.
me, and I'll post the events, and I'll also post some casting calls.
Okay.
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 Definitely. Yes, Miss
Yeah.
Boss Lady.
Well, I
You
love
got
it.
it. Um but I did want to share once again that we have a email address,
Yes.
that if there are anyone out there who is looking for a place to send content that will get posted, once again, irregardless, I know that's not a word. But despite whatever and however the content is focused on, if you need someone to support you in that way, we are available. So go ahead and send us whatever you have, to brown girl productions
Yes.
79 at
Yes.
Please,
gmail.com.
please.
um let us know what you got going on. Let us know what you're trying to do. If it's I just need work and you just need to talk to somebody and try to figure something
Yeah.
out. If you want us to upload content to our social media pages. If you need somebody to review one of the things Diego said in his interview. If you just need somebody to read a
Yeah.
script.
He
Hello,
said
hi,
he said
we're
he does
here.
that. So yeah, you guys, if you not to cut you off, Greg, but yeah, what
No,
Brittany said, if you have a script, you need somebody to read it, let us know. We'll
Yeah,
get it in the hands, or we
absolutely,
can do
for
it
you.
ourselves. Yeah.
absolutely. Okay. And so we're here for you. We're here to help you in your career path. We're here to make this journey into the film industry as easy as possible, because it is doable, it is
Or
attainable,
theater.
and it is a
Don't
right
forget
or
me.
theater. Never
Don't forget
forget,
me.
never
Okay.
forget, never forget, never, never, never. I would never do that. Okay.
Right.
So the arts and entertainment
There we go.
industry of all
Yeah, there
disciplines.
we go.
That's what we're all about. We're not excluding or discluding
Yeah.
anyone.
Never.
Okay. So that's
All are
in front of the
welcome.
camera, behind the camera, in front of the stage and behind the
Hey,
stage,
I
and even
started
up
off
in the
behind
sound
the
booth.
stage.
Okay.
Let me say
Right,
something.
right.
That's where I started. And look where I am
Yes.
now.
Right. Absolutely. Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Right where you
You
supposed to
progress. You
be.
Also,
feel me?
Divinely
also,
planned.
I want to put
Godly
out there
divinely
for
planned.
advertising slots.
Yes, ma'am.
I know we discussed
Yes.
this, but if
Mm-hmm.
you have something to advertise, if it's your business and you need some advertisement, let us know and we will discuss. And yeah, and we'll
Yeah.
post that during our little intermission breaks and all that. We'll run your ad, so let us know.
Yes, please.
Tasty Box is gonna have the first ad.
Yes, that first ad spot. I'm so excited for
And y'all
that.
look out for
So,
Tasty
as you
Box
all
Sunday because
know,
I believe we really gonna be out there Sunday.
No, yeah.
yeah,
I'm serious.
yeah.
Yeah, we really gonna be out there on Sunday. So if
I'm
y'all in
dead
the
serious.
Inglewood area, you going to rolling out, or if you just want to just come and support, just swing on by and
So we ain't
find us.
gonna lie.
We will
Okay.
be there.
We'll give you all the
Get you a
information.
tasty
We'll give you
box.
all the details.
Go hear some of that. Go hear some of that free, clearly that free
Because clearly
music, because it's blasting all through the
Right.
neighborhood.
it's in
You
my
don't have
front
to buy a
lawn
ticket.
and,
Just stand on the bus
Right.
stop.
There
You
you
got a
go.
free
Eating
concert.
your tasty box. Your
for real.
nice tasty
And your
box.
tasty box. You have to pay for those
Yeah,
though.
you
That
have
will
to
not
pay.
be free.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah,
All right.
love you
All right,
guys.
y'all. So listen, let's get into our closing remarks for the night. As usual, we got to give up our socials. Make sure people are following us and getting in there, even if they don't want to reach out via our email address. We each have our own social media, and we will take. There
I
it
was
is.
wondering what you
We
was
will
doing.
take. Yeah, right. He making sure they
Yeah.
see it. They gotta know the gear
So
is
yeah,
here.
next week I'm gonna have me a tripod so my phone and whatever will be up so y'all can just see all this goodness.
There you go.
Y'all
There
can
you
see
go.
it. See, I'm
What you
the
got on
the
tonight?
knucklehead. I didn't wear my TMR, but I wore. Listen, y'all, I wore my Phyllis Wheatley shirt tonight. If y'all don't know who this the woman
Let me see.
is, this is Phyllis Wheatley is the first African American to write a book
Yes.
in the United
Mm-hmm.
States,
Oh,
and she's the first poet. All right, so women's history right
Woo-hoo.
here, Phyllis Wheatley. All right. So, and she was a freed woman. I believe she came over on someone's
Come on,
ship,
Freed.
history. But she was at the time of this encounter, she was a freed woman. Okay. She made sure that all the things she wrote was her property
Yes.
and nobody else's, including
right.
Come
herself.
on,
Okay.
Phyllis.
Amen.
Love it. Love it.
All right. All right. With that, y'all, once again, I have been your host, Britt, also known
Be
as
Be
B
baby.
baby.
Baby. To my digital right, your left, Miss Boss Lady.
Woo!
And down below us is our beautiful, handsome,
Beautiful.
amazing gentleman
Yes.
of the show, Mr. Samuel Peoples. And you can follow me at Nicole MKGM23. You can follow Marina at Marina
That's my name
Monet.
for real.
And Mr. Sam, that is her name for real. And it's very nice. I like it. And Mr. Sam Peoples at number one, GR,
Number.
number eight, guy,
That's who I be.
10 underscore 31.
And that's
All
one
right.
great.
So make sure you
One
Okay.
great guy.
one great
Ain't nobody
Hey.
like
guy
me.
underscore
Yes.
31. So please make sure you follow us on our social media. And of course, you got to make sure you're following the whole
Look,
crew at the Monologue
LA.
Room LA on all social
Yes.
media, including TikTok
Including
now.
TikTok.
Okay.
We're on
Over there taking it,
Including
TikTok.
baby.
TikTok now.
We're on TikTok.
We out here, y'all. We
Over there
out
taking it,
here.
baby.
All right. With that, you all, we appreciate you tuning in. Thank you for being here with us tonight. Thank you for listening. If it's not tonight, when you have some free time, if you're at the house cleaning, you're in the car on the way to
Yes.
work, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Hopefully, you had some interesting thing come
Yes.
across your earwaves or your eyeballs tonight, and it'll have you come back and see us
And don't
next
forget
time.
to like,
With that, I
share,
want
There you go.
subscribe if you can.
like,
There you go.
yes.
There
Do
you
it
go.
all.
Make sure people
Shout
know
us
you
out.
love
You
us.
know?
So the next person who's looking for something to do on Thursday
Yeah.
night, Thursday evening, or whenever they have the free time can know where to
Yes, because
find
we're
us.
here.
You gotta hit that. You gotta hit that like
Yes.
button. You gotta hit that thumbs up so people will know. Once again, don't come at us later on
Telling
talking
you.
about, oh, we want to join the
I'm telling
bandwagon now.
you.
No, no,
Everybody
Don't
said
do
no.
it.
we in the
Do the
air
due
now, but it's
diligence
too late.
now so you can be the first to say you was in the
Yeah.
Don't
room
do it.
when we was baby
Look.
popping. Don't come at us when we adult popping.
I love y'all.
All right, y'all. I love y'all. Have a
Good
great
night.
night.
See
Take
y'all in
care, and
two,
I'll see you all on the
see,
next
what, 2 weeks?
one
Mm,
Yeah, 2 weeks.
in 2
2 weeks.
weeks.
Good
All
Love
right.
you all.
night.
Good night.